Donald Trump partied and slept on camera late into the night last night for his 80th birthday. And what was taking place at the same time is that the United States was effectively surrendering to Iran. David, what do you mean? I thought we got a deal. Well, we didn't get a deal yet. Trump did announce a deal, which has not yet been signed. When will it be signed? Maybe later this week. Who will be at the signing? We don't know. What exactly is going to be in the deal? We don't know. But this was a surrender, a true disaster for a president. It is difficult to think of a more embarrassing series of events. And Trump was busy watching UFC until 1 a.m. to care. There's a great article in The Atlantic by Tom Nichols called "Trump Celebrates While America Capitulates. The Peace Deal with Tehran is an Iranian Victory." And it lays out the stakes very well and the sort of contrast of June 14th, 2026. Trump turns 80 and announces the war is over. As we already reviewed and analyzed, it is not exactly over yet. He then goes to watch this absurd UFC fight on the White House lawn, plagued by cronyism and rain and mosquitoes and crypto scams. We still don't know the full details of the Iran agreement because, as always, the full text of it, the signing, it's just a few days away. But as Tom Nichols writes, just go back to the originally stated goals of this war. We would get a different regime in place. We are going to do regime change in Iran. Well, the Iranian regime is intact. It is alive and well. And it is negotiating with Donald Trump with a new leader. So that one failed. The Iranians will still control the Strait of Hormuz in the sense that they can attack it whenever they want. And that is not going to be changing. Well, we are going into Iran to get rid of their ballistic missiles capabilities. Iran is keeping its massive armed drone and missile stockpile. Well, Iran will no longer be able to be a state sponsor of terror. Nothing changes there at all. And you know what? Billions of dollars in sanctions are expected to be lifted, and the money will flow back into Iran. I want you to remember that Trump and his ilk pounded Obama for including a version of that in his Iran nuclear deal. It was hundreds of millions of dollars, which the MAGA people said Obama's giving Iran money. No, they're not giving Iran money. They're lifting sanctions on money that is already Iran's. Trump's deal is expected to do the same thing to the tune of billions, not hundreds of millions, but billions of dollars will be released to Iran under Trump. So that is a failure as well. So Iran had their regime survive. They kept their ballistic capabilities. Unclear on nuclear capabilities, we'll come back to that, and we'll get billions of dollars in sanctions relief and frozen money back. What did the U.S. gain? I don't know that the U.S. gained much at all. Now, what Trump and others are going to brag about, this is the nuclear thing, they are going to say, this now will prevent Iran from getting a nuclear weapon if they sign the deal and adhere to it. Well, Iran already had agreed to that as part of the Obama nuclear deal. And until Trump got out of that deal for no reason, Iran was sticking to it. I know that Benjamin Netanyahu tried to present the case that Iran was not. There was no good evidence presented that until Trump got out of the Iran nuclear deal with the Obama Iran nuclear deal, Iran was not sticking to those requirements. We had the big accomplishment that Trump is now seeking under the Obama Iran nuclear deal. But as Barack Obama made clear during an interview a couple of weeks ago, what Trump really didn't like about that deal was that it had Obama's name on it. We are in this mess to begin with. We are paying what we are paying for gas. We are seeing what we are seeing economically, foreign policy. The reason we're in all of this, the reason we're in week 16 of a 3-week war is because Obama's name was on the 2015 Iran nuclear deal. Now, the final element of the deal is what Trump is weirdly calling nuclear dust. It's a weird term. What he means is uranium that is now believed to be below the rubble of the bombings. Tom Nichols writes, quote, "The Iranians, however, are busily planting booby traps around the uranium to ensure it stays where it is. And despite Hegseth's blustering, America is not going to march into Iran and dig it out without Tehran's consent. If anything, the Iranians now have every incentive to sprint to a bomb and can do so with far less transparency than they had to endure under the JCPOA, meaning the Iran nuclear deal. This is a humiliating failure. Trump was partying at your expense on the White House lawn while Dana White made millions as this went on. Where are the Republicans in office calling this out? If you're sitting in Florida or even in Florida, in Texas, in Arkansas, in Connecticut, wherever you're sitting, if you're saying to yourself, well, I don't like this, but I'm still going to vote to reelect my Republican member of the House or Senate, remind yourself that your member of the House or Senate has said nothing about this corrupt, cronyistic disaster at the White House being used, with your taxpayer money being used to fund it. So they deserve to be voted out just as much as Trump does. Think about that as absentee ballots start getting sent out just weeks from now and we start to vote. When it comes to what you're getting Dad for Father's Day, don't overthink it. Get him something that'll keep him comfortable every day, something practical. Sheath Underwear delivers exactly that. Our sponsor, Sheath, makes premium pouch underwear with a smart front design that will separate and support and give everything room to breathe, the room everything deserves, which is very important during the hot summer months coming up. Sheath's lineup includes soft bamboo and modal options, along with different cuts and colors. You can give them an everyday essential without being boring. Sheath uses fabric that's lightweight, breathable, built for comfort through long days at the office, work days, or just lounging around the house. For Father's Day, get Dad the underwear he would probably never think to buy for himself, but will be glad he owns when he's got it. Go to sheathunderwear.com and use code FATHER for 30% off until June 21st. The link is in the description.